5'2" isn't short? You know, it's all a matter of perspective. Do you think 10 centimeters is small? Okay, anyway, by the way, we are watching Snail Facts You Probably Didn't Expect by Factsnet. Okay, let's look at this. Honestly, even though I'm a Snail VTuber, I don't know a lot about snails. So, let's learn something about snails.
If you've ever played in the park as a child or tended to a garden as an adult, you've likely encountered a lot of snails. Most snails are harmless creatures that crawl across the ground with a shell on their back. This is usually the only picture that most people have of snails.
All of us.
However, not all snails.
Opinion on slugs. Slugs are fine. Slugs are just homeless snails. So, you need to respect them as well, okay?
Are like this. Some snails inhabit the waters, swimming underneath or along the surface during low tide. Some snails live in aquariums, while some snails live underground. There are a lot more amazing facts about snails that people don't know. If you're interested in
also, I get asked sometimes which type of snail I am, and I'm a garden snail. So, I'm in the garden. The ammo? What do you mean? What ammo? Don't some slugs eat snails though? I think so, yeah, but we're gonna learn. We're gonna learn now.
Keep on watching.
Oh, it's 30. Okay.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for more neat facts
to
discover the world one click at a time.
But someone told me that before, that slugs eat snails.
Number 1. Snails are not insects.
Okay, I knew that.
They
Come
crawl
on.
on the ground much like insects do, but they are actually gastropods.
How can you think that this is an insect? Come on. Insects have 6 legs, guys. Some ammo is called slug. Oh, really?
Gastropods are members of the Gastropoda class under the phylum Mollusca or mollusks. Number 2.
What do you mean, guards say foot
80% of mollusks. Mollusks are soft-bodied invertebrates. Clams, oysters, and octopi are just some examples of animals that belong in this group. However, even if there are several creatures under this phylum, gastropods like snails and slugs still outnumber them. Number 3.
That's not surprising.
Contrary to popular belief, slugs and snails are not the same.
Okay.
Because slugs and snails belong to the same class Gastropoda, they have many similarities. However, they are not the same. One key difference in telling the two apart is the presence of a shell. A snail has a shell while a slug doesn't.
Oh my god, okay. Slugs are fine though, right? I accept the slugs, but also, you know.
Because of this, a slug also moves faster than a snail.
They're even slimier than snails.
There are a lot of different snail species. There are land snails and sea snails.
Yes,
a majority of snail species are sea snails. These sea snails also differ from each other. Some have conical or spiral shells.
Ally of the slug community,
exactly. While some have lungs.
Oh my god.
Number 5. A fully preserved snail dates back to 99 million years ago.
Hag!
The most complete snail fossil was recovered from Myanmar in 2018.
It's a hag!
It still had
a hag snail, Chad!
Eye stalk and foot. Most fossils only survive with a shell.
Do you think if I tried I could become a snail? Yes, you can, definitely. Thank you for your hydrate and stretch. Oh my god. Hag maxing. Mipion Mansion? I'm not a hag! How dare you call me a hag, Shira? How about you look in the mirror?
And historic find. Number 6.
Also, thank you for hydrate and stretch.
The small snail in the world can be found in China. The Angustopila dominicae can fit through the eye of a needle. This is how small it was. Scientist Barna Paul Gargelli discovered this species in soil samples from Guangxi in 2015. What did you say then? He named it after his wife, Dominica. Number 7.
Ew! Oh my god, I was kind of... Okay, not ew, but I was a little jump scared, okay?
Is the giant whelk.
That's a really big snail, dude.
The Australian great whelk is 70 centimeters in size.
I like him big. Oh my god.
Snails,
holy
such as the African land snail.
Big
Number
chungus.
8. Baby snails are born with a protoconch. A protoconch, or the earliest shell, is a soft and transparent shell that baby snails are born with.
Look at
As
the
they
baby.
grow older and consume food with calcium in it, the shell becomes harder. Number 9. Snail shells cannot be replaced.
Oh really? I thought
A
they
snail
can.
shell acts as its home.
You guys,
protects the-
I always used to think that slugs are just snails without shells, right? And then that like they could just take a shell if it just laid around somewhere. They could just like use it for themselves. That's what I used to think. I think I get sick of that touch me. I mean, it is pretty scary, the big one. Watch the video about conches? They were so weird. What's a conch? It's part of them like tortoise. Exactly. Slugs are just homeless snails. Get a job, slug. You need to respect them. You need to respect them. Come on. Oh my god. You never see Gary and SpongeBob? It's different. Oh my god, speaking about Gary and SpongeBob, you know this one episode where Gary just leaves SpongeBob's home and then SpongeBob sings the song, like the Gary Come Home song? Dude, I cried so hard every time I saw that episode. And I would watch it a lot because I was like, I loved SpongeBob, but goddamn, that episode made me cry so hard. Oh my god. Conches are snails with a leg. Really? Okay, I'll look at it. Gary's song is a banger. It's so sad. What about the one where SpongeBob and Squidward get turned into snails forever? That's also good. I need to watch... Oh my god, let's do SpongeBob watch party, guys.
The snail's organs from
At some
harm.
point.
Minor cracks in its shell aren't fatal, and a snail can usually recover from this.
Yes!
It
Hello,
cannot,
Minty.
however,
Hello,
recover from
hello.
a completely broken shell. Number 10.
No.
While most snails do, some snails do not have 2 eyes.
Oh,
You'll notice land snails have eyes on the tips of their tentacles. Sea snails, on the other hand, have eyes at the base of their tentacles.
oh my god.
This
Looks so
limits their
goofy.
field of vision. There are snail species that do not have eyes at all. Underground snails will use their tentacles and other
He's so
senses
fast.
in order to move
Look
around.
how fast he is.
Number 11. A snail doesn't have jaws.
Don't say
Their
ew.
mouth
That's
does
my
not hinge with a jaw,
cousins.
nor do they have teeth or fangs lined up like most animals do.
That's cute.
Instead,
That's cute.
snails have a
Let's
radula.
sped up. I know.
A radula is an elongated sac with teeth, and it is what snails use to eat and digest their food. Number 12. Despite not having jaws, snails have the most teeth out of any animal.
How can French
It
eat
depends
them?
on the
They're
snail
so
species,
cute. I know.
but a snail's radula is
I
lined with up to
know.
20,000 teeth. Furthermore,
they're not stinky.
snail teeth are
Because
incredibly
snails
strong.
don't stink, I
The
think.
strongest natural material in the world is found in the marine snail's
Okay, that looks
teeth.
kind of weird.
It
Guys,
was
is
5
that
times
the
stronger than
snoosy?
spider
Is that what they call the
silk.
snoosy?
Number
Did you see that? Okay,
Snail's
sorry. I'm
It
sorry.
was 5 times stronger than spider silk.
You
Number
would know.
13,
I mean,
Snails move using only 1 foot. Snails crawl across the ground like snakes do.
wait, that's
However,
their
they
foot?
don't use their bellies to move around. Instead, snails use 1 muscular foot. They secrete a
nipple-
lubricant that eases their
No!
movement and also protects their bodies from rough surfaces. Number 14. One day is not long enough for a snail to cover a distance of 1 mile.
Yeah, they're
Snails
slow.
aren't known as fast creatures.
They
In
slow.
fact, they are some of the slowest creatures out there.
My foot
On
is
average,
real.
a snail will take up to 33 hours to cover
Not
a single
that.
mile. Number 15. Snails can move faster if they are trailing behind another
Why is
snail.
the music like
Since
this?
a snail
Why
leaves
is the
behind
music
a trail
so
of secretion
saucy?
in their wake, another snail can use this to move faster. The
Wow.
existing trail makes
It
it
sounds
easier
like
for a snail to move
it's
around
uncovering a
because of the
crime.
added traction.
Like, what the heck?
Number 16. The fastest snail alive is likely
Maybe they
the
do
plow
1
snail.
kilometer. Guys, how much is a mile? I have no idea how much a mile is.
The plow snail is a...
Wait, what are you guys on about with the foot lettuce? Like, what does that mean? Oh, 1.6 kilometers. Oh, maybe they can do 1 kilometer. What's
sea
the
snail
foot
that
lettuce?
knows how to use the ocean waves to its advantage. When the timing is right, the plow snail
Number
will flex
15,
its foot, much
maybe
like a boat's
foot
sail.
lettuce.
This causes the snail to move
It's number
2.5 centimeters
15?
per
I don't
second,
know.
as opposed to the usual 1 centimeter
This one's
per
so
second.
Wait,
seven.
what? These ones are so silly. Why are they so silly?
The plow snail. The plow snail is a sea snail
Look
that
on
knows
the
how to use
rock.
the
Sorry,
ocean waves
I
to its
don't. I live in the
advantage.
garden.
When the timing is right, the plow snail will
They look
flex
so
its foot, much like a boat's
silly.
sail. This causes the snail to move 2.5 centimeters per second,
Oh my
as opposed to
God.
the usual 1 centimeter per second. Number 17. Freshwater snails are asexual.
Oh my god, look how they're...
Since most
they're
freshwater
kissing.
snails have both egg and sperm cells,
Ew.
they can reproduce by themselves.
Leave them
This
alone.
also
Leave
makes
them
it very
alone.
easy for them to multiply over a short time. Number 18. A snail usually lays over 100 eggs in one clutch. Despite the large
oh my
number,
God.
only a few survive.
The
Usually,
snails breed
only around
hard.
20 to 50 of these eggs hatch and mature into adulthood.
Okay,
Number 19.
sure.
Unfortunately, 1/3 of snails die after laying
What?
eggs. Laying 100 eggs can take a toll on a snail's
Ew.
body.
Oh my god,
It
I don't
causes
want to look at the
extreme stress
birth,
that
I'll
can
be
lead to a
honest.
significant loss in body mass. Because of this,
Should I send a link here to the foot lettuce thing? Yeah, send
some
it.
snails do not survive long after giving birth.
Oh my god.
Number 20. Garden snails are nocturnal creatures.
Look, I didn't even know. But look, it's just perfect.
This means that they
It's
sleep
just
throughout the
perfect.
day and are active during the night. However, you might still occasionally see a garden snail out and
Hell
about in the
yeah.
morning if it's raining. Number 21.
Cute. Okay,
snail-
let me look at the foot lettuce thing. Garden snails have a fucked up sleep schedule. Bruh. Okay, what's
Number
this?
15. Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you'd want in your Burger King burger is someone's foot fungus, but as it turns out,
Oh.
that might be what you get. A
Oh.
4chaner uploaded a photo anonymously to the site
Why would
showcasing
you-
his feet in a plastic bin of lettuce with the statement,
Why would you?
"This is the lettuce you eat at Burger King."
This was huge, like,
Admittedly,
6
he
years
had
ago?
shoes
Oh
on,
my
but that's
God.
even worse. The post went live at 11:38 p.m.
Uh-huh.
on July 16th, and a mere 20 minutes later, the Burger King in question was alerted to the rogue employee. At least, I hope he's rogue. How did it happen? Well, the BK employee hadn't removed the EXIF data from the uploaded photo, which suggested the culprit
the
was somewhere
fuck?
in Mayfield Heights, Ohio. This was at 11:47. 3 minutes later, at 11:50, the Burger
Why
King
is this
branch
so,
address
like-
was posted
why is there so
with
much lore
wishes
to
of
this?
happy unemployment. 5 minutes later, the news station was contacted by another 4chaner,
Oh, no.
and 3 minutes later, at 11:58, a link was posted. BK's
What?
Tell Us About Us online form.
Number
The foot
15?
photo, otherwise known as Exhibit A, was attached. Cleveland
Why
Scene
is he-
magazine contacted the BK in question
This
the
man
next
got
day.
dogs
When
for
questioned, the
posting his
breakfast shift
foot
manager
lettuce.
said, "Oh, I know who that is. He's getting fired. Mystery solved by
Bruh.
4chan. Now we can all go back to eating our fast food in peace."
Bruh. Number 15. The lore was that deep. It was pretty deep. What the fuck? Why is it? Why is the foot lettuce so deep? Oh my god. Okay, back
Snap
to
can
snails.
range from a few hours up to 3 years.
What the
Because
fuck?
snails need constant moisture to survive,
Wonder
they will
what the
sometimes
other
sleep when the
numbers
water
are.
gets too hot and
Well,
dry.
yeah.
Sleeping allows them to secrete more mucus to survive.
Oh,
Usually
mucus.
snails will sleep for
They're
a
talking
few
about
hours,
slime.
but they can also sleep for years. Number 22. Snail shells have many industrial uses.
What?
In the paper industry, they often use the shell of snails as filler for
No!
papers. In the cosmetic industry, they use crushed snail shells as ingredients for face powder.
No!
Number 23. A garden snail serum is also a popular ingredient for
hate
cosmetics.
it.
In the 1980s,
Should watch the
people
entirety
discovered the
after
positive
this?
effects of snail
Alright.
serum on human skin.
I should.
Snail serum made people's skin
Slip
softer
over,
and clearer.
yeah.
It can also treat wounds and blemishes.
Hell yeah! Look
Number
at that!
24.
Look at the healing! The healing! You can... Snails... Guys, this is why I'm a healer in Final Fantasy 14.
Can also
Look
treat
at
wounds
that!
and
Look
blemishes.
at that! Hell! I love... Why is this animation so good? I have the link to the OG video. You want? Sure. We can watch it after this.
Number 24. Some snails excrete venom that can harm humans.
Oh.
Not all snails are good for your skin. Some can even be fatal. The cone snail
Is that also why you take so long to get out of AoEs? You're not getting healed anymore, Shira.
venom is one example, as exposure
Mass
to it
murder
can
for
kill
soft
a
skin
human
sounds
being.
about
A
human. Yeah,
cone
it's so
snail has
sad.
a colorful shell, which it uses to draw in animal prey or scuba divers. Once a victim is close enough, the cone snail releases a harpoon that can cut through most wetsuits
Does he
to pierce
ever
the
get
skin.
healed?
Number 25.
No.
For some aquarium owners, snails can end up being pests. Sea snails like the pond snail, ram's horn snail, and trumpet snail can be hard to manage.
They're
Because
cute.
they reproduce so quickly, their numbers also multiply quickly.
Yeah.
This can make
So I always thought about, cause you know I love snails, right? So I also thought about like getting a snail as a pet, but because they multiply so much, and usually the species you have as a pet are invasive, you have to kill the babies. And I don't want to do that, so I decided not to ever get a snail as a pet. So yeah. We want a tank full of them, infinite snailage. You can't though, you know. It's gonna get too much. Yeah. It's sad, but that's what it is. Hello Lewis, welcome.
make it difficult for owners to maintain the balance of
We're
their
watching
aquariums.
Snail Facts.
Number 26. Aside from this issue, most snails are very low maintenance pets.
I mean, yeah.
They require less work
They're
than
so
most
cute.
animals. To take care of a
they're
snail,
well.
you
Thank you
simply
for
need a
liking.
terrarium for a land snail or an aquarium for a sea snail, and some food. Most snails
also
will
thank you
eat
for
anything,
hydrating.
so feeding them fruits or vegetables is okay.
Yep, lettuce.
Number
Exactly.
27.
I mean, I used to, as a child, I used to like sometimes collect snails a little bit and like keep them, but like only for like a week or two, and then I would free them again, you know? So, yeah. Get a farm and sell the excess to fishermen? I don't think I can. Hello, Kankanaki. Mib can eat anything except for potatoes.
Snails need high
You were about to say throw them out. I mean, you have to.
protein food to grow properly. While snails can eat anything, it's best to feed them food that is high in protein.
Hello.
Scientists recommend dried moringa leaves. They are rich in protein and can help
Oh
your
my
pet
god,
snail
look
grow
at
up
them.
healthy.
Go.
Number 28. Salt alone
Oh!
is not enough to kill snails.
No! What
However, you
the
still want to
fuck
keep your
are
pet
those
snails away from salt.
pictures?
When salt
I
mixes with the
hate
mucus,
it.
it results in a highly saline
Leave them
solution.
alone.
This will suck water out of their bodies and can lead to dehydration. From there, a snail will eventually shrivel up and die. Number 29.
What the
In
fuck?
times of famine, people often ate snails. Snails could reproduce and multiply fast, so there was never a shortage
Oh
of
my
them.
god, look at the
While
snacks.
they might be a delicacy
No!
now, snails were a staple during times of famine. Number 30. Today, a lot of dishes feature snails as their key ingredient. One example is the French dish escargot, which is
Okay.
an appetizer that features land snails.
Alright.
In some countries, they also serve snail caviar,
Look away,
which
I
is made from snail
I
eggs.
should, bro.
Contrary to popular belief, snails are more
Mip
than
is a
just the
snack.
small animals
Don't
crawling
you
through
dare
garden
eat
plots.
me.
They
Don't
help
you
maintain the
dare
balance of
eat
the
me.
ecosystem, and they are also great pet
Don't
choices for those who can't handle
eat!
more high-maintenance pets. There is no doubt that snails are diverse creatures with some of the most unique features in the animal kingdom, whether they are out in the wild or in your aquarium at home. If you enjoyed our video, don't forget to
Why
like,
was it?
share,
Dude, some of the things are so brutal. What the fuck?